Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing off the Fear Street reviews with Fear Street Part 2, 1978.
I will survive. Hey,
So before I get into the plot of the movie, I just want to go back and correct myself. In the Fear Street Part 1, 1994 review, I accidentally called the town of Sunnyvale. It is not Sunnyvale, it is Sunnyvale. So I just wanted to clarify that. Made a little error there. But alright, let's get into the plot of 1978. So a summer of fun turns into a gruesome fight for survival as a killer is now terrorizing Camp Nightwing. So it is kind of like an early 80s summer camp slasher film. Definitely reminds me of Friday the 13th, Sleepaway Camp, Madman, The Burning. And if you are fans of movies like that, you will definitely enjoy this one. For me, and we'll just go right into it. For me, let's talk about the kills. For me, the kills are half and half. You know what I mean? Some of them are very good, and then the other half are very reliant on CGI. They try to blend. For me, it's like they tried to blend the CGI and practical like they did in 1994. But for whatever reason, it's more apparent that there's heavy use of CGI in this movie. For me, if you've seen the movie, leave a comment down below. Or did you notice the same thing I did, or am I being too harsh on the special effects? There was some cool kills, like creative ones, but with the CGI, and it kind of just took me out a little bit. Now, I think people will still enjoy it, because overall, like the atmosphere, it definitely does have like the early 80s slasher film vibe.
run.
Okay, so let's talk about the characters. You got Ziggy, who's played by Sadie Sink, and she kind of playing a rebellious, headstrong, take no shit kind of character, which is the polar opposite of her sister, Cindy, who's more like a Laurie Strode type of character. She's pretty much a goody little two-shoes. She's perfect. She doesn't do any drugs, doesn't do anything like that. And their personalities kind of clash, and it makes for a really good dynamic between the two. I'll just leave it at that. You got Cindy's boyfriend, Tommy, Thomas Slater, but they call him Tommy in the movie, which is kind of like a tribute to Tommy Jarvis from the Friday the 13th movies, which this right here kind of leads me to believe, that's definitely the case, because you got a character named Alice, call back to Alice from the original Friday the 13th as well. You got Arnie, you got Kurt, and you got a young Sheriff Nick Good, who's not a sheriff yet, but will eventually become that. The characters are pretty good. You got some Sunnyvelers who are very... Oh man, I wish there was in the line of fire in this movie, because a lot of them are very, very mean to a lot of the Shady Siders for absolutely no reason. Because they got like the war going on, in the camp. You got the color wars, how Sunnyvale is never lost. You got all that going on. You got a killer on the loose while they're playing, these little camp games. It's very cool. So the characters overall, I don't like them better than 94, but I do like them quite a bit. Okay, so my final thoughts and opinions on Fear Street Part 2, 1978. For me, this is a fun film. If you like summer camp slasher flicks, you'll enjoy this. Even though the kills rely a little bit too much on CGI, in my opinion, I do still enjoy them. I think, if you're a fan of horror, or even non-horror, that's the cool thing about these movies. I think even non-horror fans could throw this on, and it's just enough to where I think they would maybe want to get into the genre a little bit more, but it wouldn't be like oversaturating them with like crazy amounts of like gore and violence, if you know what I mean. It's not like Goosebumps. It's not kid friendly, but it's not Dead Alive or Evil Dead 2013 with like all the gore and everything. Soundtrack is awesome. Don't Fear the Reaper, Carry On My Wayward Son, definitely great choices there. Won't spoil all the songs. Fun movie, good atmosphere. The characters are very good, and I like the story. So overall, I think it's a very solid movie. May not be my favorite. Not sure where it would rank. Maybe that's a video I could do in the future, ranking the Fear Street movies. But I would definitely recommend this one. If you watched the first one and you enjoyed it, you're either going to like this one or love it. I don't really think that you'll hate this one, because if you want more of the story, continue with this one, and I think you'll definitely enjoy it. But if you watch this movie and you're a little confused by some of the parts, you have to watch the next movie, which will be Fear Street Part 3, 1666. So, what do you think of it? If you watched Fear Street Part 2, 1978, did you like it? Did you love it? leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next video.